My letters say 107 gallons.
And this 200, getting the all from the Turkish fleet and bearing up to Cyprus.
What ho, what ho, what ho!
And now, what's the business?
The Turkish preparation makes the road.
Oh, this cannot be. 'Tis a pageant to keep us in false gaze. When we consider the importance of Cyprus to the Turk, and let ourselves again but understand that as it more concerns the Turk than Rhodes, so may he with more facile question bear, for that it stands at not such warlike grace, but altogether lacks the abilities that Rhodes is dressed in. If we make thought of this, we must not think that the Turk is so unskillful to leave that latest which concerns him first, neglecting an attempt and gain to wake and wage a danger profitless.
The Ottomites are steering with due course toward the Isle of Rhodes. Have there enjoined to them with an after fleet of 30 sail, and now they do restem their backward course, bearing with frank appearances their purposes towards Cyprus. Signor Montano, your trusty and most valiant servitor, with his free duty recommends you thus and prays you to believe him.
'Tis certain then, for Cyprus. Good Cassio, you must take up this mangled matter at the best. Fetch Othello hither.
As if the strings were thine, shouldst know of this? Thou toldst me thou didst hold him in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of the city in personal suit to make me his lieutenant off cap to him. By the faith of man, I know my price. I am worth no less a place. But he, loving his own pride and purposes, sir, says he, I have chosen my officer. One Michael Cassio, a Florentine, who never set a squadron in the field had the election, was I. Whose eyes have seen the proof of it, at Rhodes and Cyprus and on other grounds, his more ships ancient.
I rather would have been his hangman.
Why, there's no remedy, it is the curse of service. Preferment goes by letter and affection, and not by old gradation. But now, sir, bejudge yourself whether I, in any just term, am a fine to love the more.
I would not follow him then.
Oh, sir, content you. I follow him to serve my turn upon him. I am not what I am.
Well, what a full fortune is the thicklet so that he can carry it thus.
Call up her father. Rouse him, make after him, poison his delights, proclaim him in the streets, incense her kinsmen.
What ho, Brabantio! Signor Brabantio, ho!
Awake! What ho, Brabantio! Thieves! 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 Look to your house!
Signor! Is all your family within?
Why? Wherefore ask you?
Son, sir, you are robbed! Your heart is burst! You have lost half your soul! Even now! Now! Very now! The old black ram is topping your white ewe!
What? Have you lost your wits?
Most grave, Signor! My name is Rodrigo.
I have charged thee not to haunt about my doors. In honest plainness, thou hast heard me say, my daughter is not for thee.
Most grave, Brabantio, in simple and pure soul I come to you.
Soon, sir! You are one of those who will not serve God if the devil bid you? We are come to do you a service, to tell you that your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with 2 backs. Thou art a villain! You are a senator!
This thou shalt answer, Rodrigo.
Sir, I will answer anything, but do not believe that from the sense of all civility I thus would play and trifle with your reverence. Signor, your daughter, I say again, if you have not given her leave, hath committed a gross revolt, tying her duty, beauty, wit, and fortunes in an extravagant and wheeling stranger of here and everywhere. Straight satisfy yourself, if she be in her chamber or in your house, let loose upon me the justice of the state for thus deluding you.
Call up all my people. This accident is not unlike my dream. Believe it, that oppresses me already. Light! I say light!
Farewell, I must leave thee. Lead to the Sagittary, the racing church, there will I be with him, so farewell.
Oh, it is too true an evil come. She deceives me past thought. Where dost thou say you saw her? Oh, unhappy girl, with the more, sayest thou. Are they married, think you?
Truly, sir, I do.
Fathers from hence trust not your daughters' minds by what you see them act. Is there not charms by which the property of maidhood and youth may be abused? Have you not read, Rodrigo, of some such thing?
Yes, sir, indeed I have.
Do you know where we may apprehend her in the morgue?
I think I can discover them, if you please to get good guard and go along with me.
Pray you lead on. At every house I'll call, I may command at most to keep weapons ho, and race and special officers of night. On, good Rodrigo. I'll deserve your pay.
Oh, in the trade of war I have slain men. Yet do I hold it the very stuff of conscience to do no contrived murder. What? He prated and spoke such scurvy and provoking terms against your honor, and with the little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear him. Be assured of this, the Magnifico is much beloved, and hath in his effect a voice potential as double as the Duke's. He will divorce him.
My services which I have done the Signore shall outcome his complaints. But that I love the gentle Desdemona, I would not my unhelpless precondition put into circumscription and confine for the sea's world. But what light comes yon?
You best go in.
Not I must be found my parts. My title and my perfect soul shall manifest you rightly. Is it then?
By Janus, I think no.
My lieutenant! The goodness of a bite night upon you, friend. What is the news?
The Duke does greet you, General, and requires your post-haste appearance.
What is the matter, think you?
Something of Cyprus, as I may divine. It is a business of some heat. You have been hotly called for.
Tis well I am found by you. I will but spend a word here in the house and go with you.
Ancient, what makes he here?
Oh, wait! He tonight hath boarded a land carrack. If it prove lawful prize, he's made forever. He's married.
Oh, to who?
Married to come, Captain. Shall you go? Influentio. Be advised, General, he comes to bad intent.
There.
More! Down with him!
Keep up your bright swords, for the Jew will rust them!
Thou foul thief! Where hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her, abused the delicate youth with drugs and minerals that weaken motion. I'll have it disputed 'tis probable and culpable the thinking. I therefore apprehend and do attach thee for an abuser of the world. Lay hold on him. If he do resist, subdue him at his peril.
Ho! Both you of my inclining and the rest. Were it my due to fight, I should have known it without a prompter. Will you either go to answer this your charge?
To prison, till fit time of law and cause of direct session calls his ransom.
And what if I do obey? How may the Duke therewith be satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side, upon some present business of the state, to bring me to him?
It is true, most worthy, Signor. The Duke is in council, and your noble self, I'm sure, is sent for.
How the Duke in council this time of night? Bring him away. Mine's not an idle cause. The Duke himself or any of my brothers of the state cannot but feel this wrong as for their own. For if such actions may have passage free, bond slaves and pagans shall our statesmen be. Valiant Othello, we must straight deploy you against the general enemy Othello. I'm sorry, I did not see you. We liked your counsel and your help this evening. So did I yours. Pardon your grace, neither my place nor aught I heard of business hath raised me from my bed. My daughter, oh my daughter, dead. To me, she is abused, stolen from me, corrupted by spells and medicines brought of mountebanks. For nature so preposterously to err, being not deficient, blind, no lame of sense, sans witchcraft could not. Where he be in this foul proceeding that has thus beguiled your daughter of herself and you of her? The bloody book of law you shall read in the bitter letter after your own sense, yea, though our own son stood in your action. Humbly I thank your grace. Here is the man, this Moor, whom now it seems your special mandate for the state affairs hath hither brought.
What in your own part can you say to this?
Nothing, but it is so.
Most potent, grave, and reverend Signor, that I have taken away this old man's daughter, it is true. True, I have married her. The very head and front of my offending hath this effect, no more. Rude am I in my speech, and little blessed with the soft phrase of peace. For since these arms of mine had 7 years' pit, till now some 9 moons wasted, they have used their dearest action in the tented field. And little of this great world can I speak more than pertains to feats of royal in battle. And therefore little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. But by your gracious patience, I will a round, unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love. What drugs, what charms, what conjuration, and what mighty magic. For such proceeding I am charged withal. I won his daughter.
But Othello, speak on.
Prithee, send for the lady to the Sagittarius, and let her speak of me before her father. If you do find me foul in her report, the trust, the office I do hold of you not only take away, but let your sentence fall even upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
Angel, conductor, you best know the place. Until she comes, as truly as to heaven I do confess the vices of my blood, so, justly to your grave ears, I'll present how I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine. Her father loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life, from year to year, the battles, sieges, fortunes that I have passed. I ran it through, even from my boyish days to the very moment that he bade me tell it, wherein I spoke of most disastrous chances, of moving accidents by flood and field, of hairbreadth escapes in the imminent deadly breach, of being taken by the insolent foe and sold to slavery, of my redemption thence, and portraits of my traverse history, wherein of Anter's vast, deserts idle, rough quarries, rocks, hills whose heads touch heaven, it was my hint to speak. Such was my process. And of the cannibals that each other eat, the anthropophagi, and men whose heads grew beneath their shoulders. These things to hear, with Desdemona seriously inclined. But still, the house affairs would draw her hence, whichever as she could with haste dispatch. She'd come again, and with a greedy ear devour up my discourse, which I observing took once a flying hour, and found good means to draw from her a prayer of earnest heart, that I would all my pilgrimage dilate. Whereof by marvel she had something heard, but not instinctive. I did consent, and often did beguile her of her tears, when I'd speak of some distressful stroke my youth had suffered. My story being done, she gave me, for my pains, a world of kisses. She swore in faith. It was strange, it was passing strange, it was pitiful, it was wondrous pitiful. She wished she had not heard it, yet she wished heaven had made her such a man. She thanked me, and bade me, if I had a friend that loved her, I should but teach him to tell my story, and that would move her. Upon this hint I spake. She loved me for the dangers I had passed, and I loved her that she did pity them. This only is the witchcraft I have used. Here comes the lady. Let her witness it.
I think this tale would win my daughter too.
Pray you hear her speak. If she confess, she were half the war destruction on my head. Come hither, gentle mistress. Do you perceive, in all this noble company, where you most owe obedience?
My noble father, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the lord of duty. I am hitherto your daughter. But here's my husband. And so much duty as my mother showed to you, preferring you before her father, so much I challenge that I may profess due to the Moor, my lord.
God be with you. I have done.
I'd rather adopt the child than get it. Come hither, Moor.
I hereby do give thee that with all my heart, which what thou hast already with all my heart I will keep.
To mourn a mischief that is past and gone is the next way to bring new mischief on. What cannot be preserved when fortune takes patience, her injury a mockery makes. The rob that smiles steals something from the thief. He robs himself that spends a bootless grief.
So let the Turk of Cyprus us beguile, we lose it not, so long as we smile. I humbly beseech you, proceed to the affairs of state.
The Turk, with the most mighty preparation, makes for Cyprus. Othello, the fortitude of the place is best known to you, and though we have there a substitute of most allowed sufficiency, you must therefore be content to slugger the gloss of your new fortune with this more stubborn and boisterous expedition.
The tyrant custom, most grave senators, hath made the flinty and steel couch of war my thrice-driven bed of down. I do undertake these present wars against the Ottomites. Most humbly therefore bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife, and such accommodation in the sort as levels with her breeding.
What say you, Desdemona?
That I did love the more to live with him. My downright violence and storm of fortunes may trumpet to the world. My heart subdued even to the very quality of my lord. I saw Othello's visage in his mind, and to his honors and his valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate. So that, dear lords, if I be left behind a moth of peace and he go to the war, the rights for why I love him are bereft me, and I a heavy interim shall support by his dear absence. Let me go with him.
Be it as you shall privately determine, either for her stay or going. The affair cries haste, and speed must answer it.
Must away tonight.
With all my heart.
At 9 in the morning here, we'll meet again. Othello, leave some officer behind, and he shall our commission bring to you.
My ancient, a man, he is of honesty and trust. To this conveyance I assign my wife.
Let it be so. Good night to everyone. And noble signor, if virtue no delighted beauty lack, your son-in-law is far more fair than black.
Adieu, brave morn. Use Desdemona well.
Look to her more if thou hast eyes to see. She has deceived her father, it may be.
My life upon her faith. Anstiago, my Desdemona must I leave to thee. Let thy wife attend on her, and bring them after in the best advantage. Come, Desdemona, we must obey the time.
Iago,
What sayest thou, noble heart?
what shall I do, thinkst thou?
I go to bed and sleep.
I shall incontinently drown myself.
If thou dost, I shall never love thee after. Why, thou silly gentleman?
It is silliness to live when to live is torment.
Oh, villainous. I have looked upon the world 4 times 7 years. I never found man that knew how to love himself. Ere I would say I would drown myself for the love of a guinea hen, I would change my humanity with a baboon.
What shall I do? I confess, it is my shame to be so fond, but it is not in my virtue to amend it.
Virtue? A fig. 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. Our bodies are our gardens, to the which our wills are gardeners, and we have reason to cool our raging motions. Our carnal stings are unfitted lusts. Whereof I take this that you call love to be a sect or scion.
No, it cannot be.
It is merely a lust of the blood and a permission of the will. Come, be a man. Drown thyself. Drown cats and blind puppies. Profess me thy friend, and confess me, knit to thy deserving with cables of perdurable toughness. I could never better stead thee than now. Put money in thy purse. Follow thou the wars. Defeat thy favor with an usurped beard. I say, put money in thy purse. It cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love for the Moor. Put money in thy purse. For he is to her. The violent commencement, thou shalt see an answerable sequestration. Put but money in thy purse. These Moors are changeable in their wills. Fill thy purse with money. She must change for youth. When she is sated with his body, she will find the error of her choice. She must have changed, she must. Therefore, put money in thy purse. If thou wouldst be damn thyself, do it a more delicate way than drowning. Therefore, put money in thy purse. a pox of drowning thyself. Seek thou rather to be hanged in compassing thy joy than to be drowned and go without her.
Wilt thou be fast to my hopes?
Thou art sure of me. Go, make money. I have told thee often, and I retell thee again and again, I hate the Moor. My cause is hard-hit. Thine hath no less reason. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge against him. If thou canst couple him, thou dost thyself a pleasure, me a sport. Traverse, go, provide thy money. We shall have more of this tomorrow.
Where shall I meet with thee in the morning?
At my lodging.
I shall be with you betimes.
Rodrigo. No more of drowning, you hear?
I am changed. I will go sell all my land.
Thus do I ever make my fool my purse. For I mine own gain knowledge should profane if I would time expend with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hate the Moor, and 'tis thought abroad that twixt my sheets he's done my office. I know not if it be true, yet I, for mere suspicion in the kind, will do as if for surety. He holds me well, the better shall my purpose work on him. Cassio's a proper man. Oh, let me see now, to get his place, and to plume up my will in double knavery. How? How? After some time to abuse Othello's ear that he's too familiar with his wife? The other person in the smooth disposed to be suspected, framed to make women false. And the Moor is of a free and open nature that think men honest that but seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are. I haven't. It is engendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
What from the cape can you discern at sea?
Well, nothing at all.
Methinks the wind's being allowed at land. The full blast near shook our battlements. News, lads! The ship is here put in. The Maranatha. Michael Cassio, lieutenant of the warlike Moor Othello, has come on shore. The Moor himself, as he is in full commission here for Cyprus. I am glad on it. He rules like a full governor.
Thanks you, the valley, for this warlike isle that so approved the Moor. Oh, having given him defense against the elements, I've lost him on a most dangerous sea.
Is he well shipped?
His bark is stoutly timbered. His pilot is very expert in approving allowance. Please, sir, go forth and see for the news.
The lieutenant, tell me, is your general wife?
Ah, most fortunately, he had achieved a maid of Paragon's description and wild fame. Pray, sir, who's put in?
There's one Iago, ancient to the general.
Ah, has made most happy speed. Tempests themselves, high sins and high seas, and howling winds omit their mortal natures, letting go safely by the divine Desdemona. What is she? Our great captain's captain, left in the charge of the bold Iago, whose footing here anticipates our thoughts a 7 night speed. But oh, behold, the riches of the ship is come on shore. Hail to thee, lady.
I thank you, valiant Cassio. What tidings can you tell me of my lord?
He is not yet arrived. Nor know I aught but that he is well and will shortly be here. Go see. Welcome to Iago. Gentleness, Oh, let it not go your patience that I extend my manners thus, good Iago. It is my breeding that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Sir, should she give you so much of her lips as of her tongue she oft bestows on me, you'll have enough.
Alas, she has no speech.
In faith, too much. I find it still when I am list to sleep. I grant before your ladyship, she puts her tongue a little in her heart, and chides with thinking.
Why upon thee, slanderer?
Nay, it is true, or else I am a Turk. You rise to play and go to bed to work.
You shall not write my praise. Do not.
No, let me not.
Do not learn of him, Amelia, though he be thy husband. How say you, Cassio? Is he not a most profane and liberal counsel?
He speaks home, madam, that you may relish him more in the soldier than in the scholar.
He takes her by the palm. Aye, well said. Whisper. With as little web as this will I ensnare as great a fly as Cassio. Aye, smile upon her do. I'll jive thee in thine own courtship. Oh, such tricks as these were to strip you of your lieutenantry had it been best had you not kissed your 3 fingers so oft as now, and again you were most apt to play the Surrey. Oh, very good. Well kissed. Is the Moor, I know his trumpet.
Let's meet him and receive him.
Ye friend, our Lord of God. How does my old acquaintance of this isle? Oh, my fair one.
My dear Othello.
It gives me wonder great is my content to see you here before me. If after every tempest comes such calm, may the winds blow till they have wakened death. If it were now to die, for now to be most happy.
Oh, you're well tuned now. But I'll set down the pegs and make this music as honest as I am.
Let every man set himself into triumph. It is a celebration of Othello's nuptial. Let heaven bless the Isle of Cyprus and our noble general, Othello!
Come hither, if thou beest valiant. List me. The lieutenant tonight watches on the court of guard. First, I must tell thee this. The Desdemona is directly in love with him.
With Cassio? Why, 'tis not possible.
Lay thy finger thus and let thy soul be instructed. Mark, her eye must be fed. The knave is handsome, young, and hath all those requisites of folly and green minds look after.
I do not believe this of her. She is full of most blessed condition.
Blessed figs end. The wine she drinks is made of grapes. If she'd been blessed, she never would have loved the Moor. Blessed pudding. Didst not see her paddle with the palm of his hand? Didst not mark that?
Aye, that I did, but that was but of courtesy.
Lechery by this hand. They met so near with their lips, their breasts embraced together. Pish be ruled by me. I brought you from Venice. Watch you tonight for the command. I'll lay it on you. Cassio knows you not. Do you find some occasion to anger him? Well, sir, he is rash and very sudden in color, and haply may strike at you. Provoke him that he may. For even out of that will I cause these of Cyprus to mutiny, whose qualification shall come into no true taste again, but by the displanting of Cassio. So shall you have a shorter journey to your desires. I shall do this, I warrant thee. Meet me by and by at the citadel. That Cassio loves her, I do well believe it. That she loves him, 'tis apt, and of great credit. The Moor, albeit I endure him not, is of a constant, loving, noble nature. And I dare think he'll prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. I do suspect the lusty Moor hath leaped into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my inwards, and nothing can or shall content my soul till I am even with him, wife for wife, or failing so, that I put the Moor, at least, into a jealousy so strong that judgment cannot cure. I'll have our Michael Cassio on the hip, abuse him to the Moor in the rank guard, make the Moor thank me, love me, and reward me for making him egregiously enhanced, and playing on his peace and quiet, even unto madness. 'Tis here, but 'tis yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used.
Good Michael, look you to the guard tonight.
Iago hath direction what to do, but with my personal eye will I look to it.
Iago is most honest. Good night, Michael. Tomorrow with your earliest. Let me have speech with you.
Oh, come, Iago. You must watch. Not at this hour, Lieutenant.
It's not yet 10 o'clock. The general casts us thus early for the love of his Desdemona.
She is an exquisite lady.
And I warrant her full of game.
Ah, she is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come. Oh, Lieutenant, I have a stoup of wine to the health of Black Othello.
Ah, not tonight, Iago. I have poor and unhappy brains for drinking.
They are our friends. Come on, one cup. I'll drink for you.
I've had but one cup tonight, and dare not task my weakness with any more.
Woman, 'tis the night of revels. The gallants do desire it.
Where are they?
I can fasten but one cup upon him, with that which he has drunk already tonight. He'll be as full of quarrel and offense as my young mistress' dog. Now, my poor fool Rodrigo, to Desdemona hath tonight caroused quotations bottle deep, and he's to watch. 3 lads of Cyprus. Noble swelling spirits have I this night flustered with flowing cups. Now, am I to put our Cassio into some action which will offend the isle? If consequence do but approve my dream, my boat sails freely with both wind and stream. But here they come.
Hey! Go to the man, fight till he can! Let us the soldier drink! Oh, God, they've given me a rouse already.
Woo! I got a little woman not best to bite, as I am as old.
Oh, some wine! Oh,
Wine!
To the health of our general.
I'm for Lieutenant, but I'll do you justice.
Go, Cassio! Cassio!
Woo! Well, God above all. And there be some souls must be saved, and there be souls must not be saved.
Why, that's most true, Lieutenant.
For mine own part, no offense to the general or any man of quality, I hope to be saved.
Why, so do I too, Lieutenant.
Oh. Let's have no more of this. You must not think, gentlemen, that I'm drunk. I am not drunk now. This is my agent. This is my right hand. This is my left. And I am not drunk now. I can stand well enough and speak well enough.
Excellent well.
Well, very well, then. You must not think, then, that I'm drunk.
To the platforms, masters, that set the watch. Is he often thus?
Is evermore the prologue to his sleep. He's a soldier, fit to stand by Caesar and give direction. Do but see his vice, 'tis to his virtue a just equinox, the one as long as the other. I do fear the trust Othello puts him in.
Well, someone put it in the general's mind. Perhaps he sees it not. Or his good nature prizes the virtue that appears in Cassio and looks not on his evils. Is not that so?
Help me!
What's the matter?
Put your name into a twig and bottle.
Oh, feed me! I'm right, bro!
Lieutenant! Lieutenant!
Let me go! Go out and cry a mutiny! Drunk! What? No, Cassio, hold! Gentlemen, alive! What's the matter here? Hold! Montano! Gentlemen, have you lost all sense of place and duty?
When to rise at this? Iago, who began this?
I can speak no beginnings to these peevish odds, and would in action glorious I lost these legs that brought me to a part of it.
Michael, how comes it that you are thus forgot?
I pray you pardon me, I cannot speak.
Worthy Montano, what is the matter?
Worthy Othello, I am hurt to the danger. Your officer Iago will tell you.
Now, by heaven, if I do but stir or lift this arm, the best of you shall sink in my rebuke. Iago, who began it?
Thou dost deliver more or less than the truth. Thou art no soldier.
I would rather have this tongue cut from my mouth than it should do offense to Michael Cassio. The best sometimes forget. Perhaps Cassio did him some little wrong, as men in rage strike at those that wish them best.
Thy love and honesty doth mince this matter, making it light to Cassio. Cassio, I love thee, but nevermore be officer of mine. Iago, look thee about the town and silence those whom this vile brawl distracted.
What are you hurt, Lieutenant?
I passed all surgery.
Mary, God forbid.
Oh, reputation, reputation, reputation. Oh, I've lost my reputation, Iago. I've lost the immortal part of myself. And what's left is bestial. I've lost my reputation, Iago, my reputation.
Now, as I am an honest man, I thought you would receive some bodily wound. No sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle and most false imposition, puffed up without merit and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all, unless you repute yourself such a loser. What, man? There are ways to recover the general. Sue to him again, and he's yours.
I shall ask my place again. He shall tell me I am a drunkard. And I as many mouths as Hydra. Such an answer would stop them all. Ah, strange. To be a sensible man, by and by a fool, and presently a beast. Every cup is unblessed, and the ingredient is a very devil.
Come. Good wine is a good familiar creature if it be well used. Exclaim no more against it. And good Lieutenant, I think you think I love you.
I have well proved it, sir. I drunk.
You or any man living may be drunk at a time, man. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. You bless yourself bravely to her, importune her to help you put you in your place again. This broken joint of love between you and her husband, entreat her to splinter. And my fortune against any lay worth naming, this crack of your love shall grow stronger than it was before.
Advise me well.
I protest the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it free.
Well, good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch.
Good night, honest Iago.
And what's he then that says I play the villain? This advice is free, I give, and honest. Trouble thinking, and indeed the course to win the war again. For 'tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. She's framed as fruitful as the free elements. And then for her to win the war, were to renounce his baptism, all seals and symbols of redeemed sin. His soul is so infettered to her love that she may make, unmake, do what she list, even as her appetite should play the god with his weak function. How am I then a villain to counsel Cassio to this perilous course directly to his good? Divinity of hell. When devils will the blackest sins put on, they do suggest at first, with heavenly shows, as I do now. For whiles this honest fool plies Desdemona to repair his fortune, and she, for him, pleads strongly to the moon. I'll pour this pestilence into his ear, that she repeals him for her body's lust. And by how much she strives to do him good, she shall undo her credit with the more. So will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. How now, Rodrigo!
I do follow here in the chase, not like a hound that hunts, but one that fills up the tribe. My money is almost spent. I've been tonight exceedingly well cudgeled, and I think the issue will be that I shall have so much experience for my pains, and so, with no money at all and little more wit, return again to Venice.
How poor are they that have not patience? What wound did ever heal but by degrees? Thou knowest we work by wit and not by witchcraft, and wit depends on dilatory time. Oh, Cassio has beat thee! But thou, by that small hurt, hast cashiered Cassio! Oh, retire, go where thou art billeted. Thou shalt know more hereafter. Nay, get thee gone. Two things are to be done. My wife must move for Cassio to her mistress. I'll send her on myself a while to draw the boar apart and bring him jumping, and he may Cassio find soliciting to his wife. Oh, that's the way. Dull not device by coldness and delay.
All right. That's the general's wife. Be stirring. Tell her there's one Michael Cassio entreats her a little favor of speech.
Good morrow, good lieutenant. I am sorry for your displeasure, but all will sure be well. The general and his wife were talking of it, and she spoke for you stoutly. The more replied that he you hurt is of great fame in Cyprus and great affinity, and knows the wisdom he might not but refuse you.
But he protests he loves you, and needs no other suitor but his liking to take the safest occasion by the front to bring you in again.
Oh, bounteous madam. Whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he is never anything but your true servant.
I know it. I thank you. You do love my lord. You have known him long, and be ye well assured he shall in strangeness stand no farther off than in a flight.
Aye, but lady, that policy may last so long that I being absent and my place supplied, my general may forget my love and service.
If I do vow a friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. Therefore be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away.
Madam, here comes my lord.
Madam, I'll take my leave.
Why, stay here and speak.
I am ill at ease, unfit for my own purposes.
Now do your discretion.
Oh, I like about that.
What does that say?
Oh, no, nothing, my lord. Or if I know not what.
Was not that Cassio parted from my wife?
Cassio, my lord? No, I cannot think it. That he would steal away so guilty-like, seeing you coming.
How now, my dear Othello? I have been talking with a suitor here, a man that languishes in your displeasure.
Who is Janine?
Why, your lieutenant, Cassio. Good, my love. If I have any grace or power to move you, his present reconciliation take. For if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face.
Went he hence now?
Ay, sooth, so humbled, he had left part of his grief with me to suffer with him. Good love. Call him back.
Not now, Desdemona. Some other time.
Shall it be shortly?
The sooner sweet for you.
Shall it be tonight at supper?
Not tonight. I meet the captains at the Citadel.
Why then, tomorrow night or Tuesday morn, on Tuesday noon or night, on Wednesday morn, I prithee name the time, but let it not exceed 3 days. In faith, he's penitent, and yet he's trespassing our common reason, save that they say wars must make examples out of their best. But almost a fault to incur a private check. When shall he come? Tell me, Othello. I wonder in my soul that you should ask of me that I should deny or stand so mammering on. What, Michael Cassio, who came a-wooing with you? And so many a time when I have spoke of you dispraisingly, have taken your part, to have so much to do to bring him in. Trust me, I could do much.
Prithee, no more. Let him come when he will. I will deny thee nothing. Whereon, grant me this. Leave me but a little to myself.
Shall I deny you? No. Farewell, my lord.
Farewell, Desdemona. I'll come to thee straight.
Be as your fancies teach you. Whatever you be, I am obedient.
Excellent wretch. Perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos has come again.
My noble lord, did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for satisfaction of a thought, no further harm.
Why have I thought, Iago?
Well, I did not think that he had been acquainted with her.
Oh, yes, and went between us very odd.
Indeed.
Indeed? Ah, indeed. Discernst thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord.
Honest, aye, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
Thou echoest me as if there were some monster in thy thoughts, too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now, thou likest not that when Cassio left my wife. What dost not like? If thou dost love me, show me thy thoughts.
My lord, you know I love you.
Think thou dost, and for thou art full of love and honesty, these stops of thine fright me the more.
For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn I think that he is honest.
I think so too.
Men should be what they seem. Those that be not, would they might seem none.
Certain. Men should be what they see.
Why then, I think Cassio is an honest man.
Nay, yet there's more in this. Give thy worst of thoughts the worst of words.
Oh, pardon me, my lord. Though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to utter my thoughts.
Thou dost conspire against thy friend, Iago, if thou but thinkst him wrong, and makes his ear a stranger to thy thought.
I do beseech you. Though perchance I am vicious in my guess, as I confess, 'tis my nature's play to spy into abuses, and oft my jealousy creates faults that were not there, that your wisdom yet from one who so imperfectly conceived should take no note. Don't build yourself a trouble out of this scattering and unsure observance. Nor not for your quiet, nor for your good, nor for my manhood, honesty, nor wisdom, to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate rule of their souls. Who steals my purse steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been a slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I'll know thy thought.
You cannot if my heart were in your hand, nor shall I while 'tis in my custody.
Ha!
Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster that doth mock the meat it feeds on.
Why? Why is this? Thinkst thou I'd make a life of jealousy to follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No. To be once endowed is once to be resolved. 'Tis not to make me jealous to say, my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, dances, and plays well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous. Nor will I, from mine own weak merits, draw the smallest fear or doubt of her thoughts, because she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove, and on the proof, there is no more but this, away it was with love or jealousy.
I speak not yet of proof. Look to your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. Wear your eye thus, not jealous nor secure. I would not have your free and noble nature out of self-bounty be abused. Look to it. I do know our country disposition well. In Venice, they do let heaven see the pranks they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave it undone, but keep it unknown.
Dost thou say so?
She did deceive her father in marrying you. And when she seemed to shake and fear your look, she loved them most.
So she did.
Go to them. She that so young could give out such a seeming. To seal her father's eyes up close as, oh, he thought 'twas witchcraft. But I am much to blame. I humbly beseech you of your pardon for too much loving you.
I am bound to thee forever.
I see this hath a little dashed your spirits.
Not a jot, not a jot.
Faith, I fear it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke comes from my love. But I do see you're moved. I am to pray you, not to strain my speech to grosser issue, nor to larger reach than to suspicion.
I will not.
Should you do so, my lord, my speech should fall into such vile success as my thoughts aim not at. Cassio's my worthy friend. Oh, but my lord, I do see you're moved.
No, not much moved. I do not think my Desdemona's honest.
Long live she so, and long live you to think so.
And yet how nature, erring from itself.
Right, there's the point. As to be bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree, whereto we see in all things nature tends. Oh, one may spell in such a will most rank, foul, disproportioned thoughts, unnatural. But I am much to blame. Pardon me.
If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Set on thy wife to observe.
I would I might entreat your honor to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time. Let me be thought of too busy in my fears and hold her free.
Fear not, my governor.
I take my leave.
This fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all qualities of the learned spirit of human dealing. If I do prove her haggard, though that her jesses were my dear heartstrings, I whistle her off and let her down the wind and pray at fortune. She's gone. I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. O curse of merit, that we can call these delicate creatures ours, and not their appetites. Look what she comes. If she be false, then heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it.
How now, my dear fellow? Your dinner and the generous islanders, why you invited to attend your present?
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead here.
Nay, that's with watching, 'twill away again. Let me but bind it hard, in this hour it will be well.
Your napkin is too little. Come, I'll go in with you.
I'm very sorry you are not well.
I'm glad I have found this napkin. This was her first remembrance from the moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it, but she so loves the token, for he conjured her she should ever keep it, that she reserves it evermore about her to kiss and talk to. I'll have the work ta'en out and give it Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows, not I. I nothing but to please his fantasy.
Now, what do you here alone?
Do not you chide. I have a thing for you.
A thing for me. It is a common thing
Huh.
to have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all?
No.
What will you give me now for that same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona, that which so often you did bid me steal.
Have stolen it from her.
No, stay. She let it drop by negligence. And to the advantage, I, being here, took it up. Look, here it is.
A good wench, come give it me.
What will you do with it, that you have been so earnest to have me sold it?
Well, what's that to you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give it me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad when she shall laugh.
I have use for it. Go. Leave me. I will in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin and let him find it. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their very nature's poisons, which at first are scarce found to distaste. With a little act upon the blood, burn like the mines of sulfur. I did say so. See where he comes. Not poppy, nor mandragora, nor all the drowsy syrups of the world shall ever medicine thee to that sweet sleep which thou hopest yesterday.
False to me.
How much or no more of that?
Come on, be gone. Now and set me on the rack. I swear it's better to be much of you than to know it but a little.
How now, my lord?
I had been happy if the general camp had tasted her sweet body, so I had nothing known. Oh, now forever farewell the tranquil mind. Farewell content. Farewell the fluid truth and the big wars. Farewell the spirit-stirring drum and the ear-piercing fight. Farewell the royal banner and all pomp and circumstance of glorious war. Farewell. Othello's occupation gone.
Is it possible, my lord?
Villain! Be sure thou prove my love of war. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof, or by the worth of mine eternal soul, thou hadst better have been born a dog than answer my wakened wrath.
Is it come to this?
If thou dost slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse. On horror's head horrors accumulate. Two deeds to make heaven weep all as amaze. For nothing can do damnation add than death.
Oh, grace! Oh, heaven, forgive me. Are you a man? Have you a soul or sense? God be with you. Take mine office. No, to be direct and honest is not safe. I thank you for this profit, and from hence I'll love no friend since love breeds such offense.
Nay, stay! Thou shouldst be honest.
I should be wise, for honesty's a fool and loses that it works for.
I think my wife is honest, and think she is not. I think thou art just, and think thou art not. I would have some proof. Would I were satisfied.
I see, sir, you are eaten up with your passion. I do repent me that I put it to you. you would be satisfied.
Would. I will.
And may. But how? How satisfied, my lord? Would you, the supervisor, grossly gape on, behold her top? Death and damnation. Ah! It is difficulty, I think, to bring them to that prospect. Where's satisfaction? It is impossible you should see this. Were they as primed as goats, as hot as monkeys? But yet, I say, if imputation and strong circumstances which lead directly to the door of truth will give you satisfaction, you may have it.
Give me a living reason she's disloyal.
I do not like the office, but since I am entered in this cause so far, pricked to it by foolish honesty and love, I will go on. I lay with Cassio lately, and being troubled with a raging tooth, I could not sleep. There are a type of men, so loose of souls, that in their sleep will mutter their affairs. One of this kind is Cassio. In his sleep, I heard him say, "Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary, let us hide our loves." Then, sir, did he gripe and wring my hand, cried, "Sweet creature, cursed fate that gave thee to the Moor."
Monstrous. Monstrous.
Nay, this was but his dream.
Tear her all to pieces.
Yet be wise if we see nothing done. She may be honest yet. Tell me but this. Have you not sometimes seen in your wife's hand a handkerchief stained with strawberries?
I gave her such a one. It was my first gift.
Oh, I know not that. Such a handkerchief, I am sure it was your wife's. Did I today see Cassio wipe his beard with? If it be that, or any that was hers, it speaks against her with the other proofs.
Oh, that the slave had 14,000 lives. One is too poor, too weak for my revenge. Now do I see 'tis true.
Yeah, yet be content.
Blood, blood, blood!
Patience, I say, your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago!
Where should I lose that handkerchief, Amelia?
I don't know, madam.
Believe me, I had rather have lost my purse full of sorrows. And but my noble Moor is true of mind and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are, it were enough to put him to ill thinking.
Is he not jealous?
I think the son where he was born drew all such humors from him.
Look where he comes.
How now, my lord, how's with you?
Well, my lady, how do you, Desdemona?
Well, my good lord,
Give me a hand. This hand is moist, my lady.
yet I felt no age nor known no sorrow.
This argues fruitfulness and a liberal heart. A kind hand, a good hand.
Do not speak of this. Come now, your promise.
What promise, child?
I have sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
I have salt and sorry room of Bensley. Lend me that handkerchief.
Here, my lord.
That which
About me.
not.
No, indeed, my lord.
That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her while she kept it would make her amiable and to view my father entirely to her love. But if she lost it, or made gift of it, his eye should find her loathed, and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She, dying, gave it me, and bid me when fate would have me wise to give it her. I did so. Look to it. Make it your darling like your precious eye. To lose it or to give it away was such perdition that nothing else could match.
It's impossible.
Ah, there's magic in the web of it.
Then would to God I had never seen it.
What? Is it lost? Is it gone? Speak, is it out of the way?
It is not lost. But what if it were?
Fetch it, let me see it.
So I can, sir, but will not. Now this is a trick to put me from my suit. Pray you let Cassio be received again.
Fetch me the handkerchief, my mind misgives.
Come, you'll never meet a more sufficient man.
The
And
handkerchief!
at all this time I founded his good fortunes on your love, shared dangers with you.
The handkerchief!
In sooth, you are to blame.
Away!
Is not this man jealous?
I never saw this before. sure there's some wonder in this handkerchief, I am most unhappy in the loss of it.
'Tis not a year or two shows us a man. They are all but stomachs, and we all but food. They eat us hungrily, and when they are full, they belch us.
How now, good Cassio? What's the news with you?
Madam, to my former suit.
Alas, thrice gentle Cassio, my application is not now in tune. My lord is not my lord, nor should I know him were he in favor as in humor altered. I have spoke for you all my best, and stood within the blank of his displeasure for my free speech. You must a while be patient.
Is my lord angry?
He went hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness.
I had seen the cannon when it has blown his ranks into the air, and like the devil from his very arm puffed his own brother. I will go speak with him. There's matter in it indeed if he be angry.
I prithee do so. Something sure of state, either from Venice or some unhatched practice made demonstrable here in Cyprus, hath puddled his clear spirit.
Pray heaven it be state matters as you think, and no conception nor no jealous toy concerning you.
Alas the day, I never gave him cause.
But jealous souls will not be answered so. They are never jealous for the cause, but jealous for they are jealous. It is a monster begot upon itself, born on itself.
Heaven keep that monster from Othello's line.
Lady, amen.
I will go seek him. Cassio, walk hereabout. If I do find him fit, I'll move your suit and seek to effect it to my uttermost.
I humbly thank your ladyship.
Save you, friend Cassio.
Ah, what make you from home? How is it with you, most sweet Bianca? Sweet love, I was coming to your house.
And I was headed to your lodging. What? Keep a week away? 7 days and nights? 8 hours, and lovers absent hours, more tedious than to dial 8 times?
Pardon me, sweet Bianca. I have this while with leaden thoughts been pressed, but I will, in a more continuate time, strike off this score of absence. Sweet Bianca, take me out this work.
Oh, Cassio, whence came this?
Oh,
This is some token from a newer friend. To the felt absence now I feel a cause. It's come to this. Well? Well?
Go to, woman. Throw your vile guesses in the devil's teeth from whence you have them. You're jealous now. This is from some mistress, some remembrance. No, in good truth, Bianca.
Why? Whose is it?
I know not, sweet. I found it in my chamber. I like the work well. Ere it be demanded as like enough at will, I'd have it copied. Take it and do it and leave me for this time.
Leave you? Wherefore?
I do attend here on the general. And think it no addition nor my wish to have him see me woman.
Why? I pray you.
Not that I love you not.
Oh, but that you do not love me. I pray you, bring me on the way a little, and say if I shall see you soon at night.
'Tis but a little way that I can bring you, for I do attend here.
'Tis very good. I must be circumstanced.
But if I give my wife a handkerchief,
What then?
why then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She's protectors of her honor, too. May she give that?
Her honor is in essence that's not seen. They have it very often, have it not. The handkerchief,
Yeah, but I would most gladly have forgot that. Now said he has my handkerchief.
what of that?
That's not so good now.
What if I said I had seen him do you wrong, or heard him say,
What have you said?
he said he did, I know not what he did.
What?
Lie.
With her?
With her, on her, what you will.
With her. On her? That's false.
Work on, my medicine, work. Thus, credulous fools are caught. And many worthy and chaste dames, even thus, all guiltless wink reproach. How now, my lord! My lord, I say! Othello! My lord! How now! How now, Cassio?
What's the matter?
My lord has fallen into an epilepsy. This is his second fit. He had one yesterday.
Oh, rub him about the temple.
No, forbear. The lethargy must have his quiet course. If not, he foams at the mouth, and by breaks out the savage madness. Ah, look, you be stern. Do you withdraw yourself a little while? He will recover straight. When he is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you. How do you know, General? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
I mock you, no, by heaven. Would you would bear your fortunes like a man?
Hath he confessed it?
But my lord, whilst you were here, overwhelmed with your grief, Cassio came hither. I shifted him away, laid good excuse upon your ecstasy, bade him anon return here and speak with me. Do but encave yourself. I will make him tell the tale anew. Where? How oft? When he happens again to cope your wife, I say, but mark his gesture.
Mark me, Iago. I will be most cunning with my patience, but mark me, most bloody.
Now will I question Cassio of Bianca, a housewife that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio. As 'tis the strumpet's curse to beguile many and be beguiled by one, he, when he hears of her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. Othello shall go mad. And here he comes. How do you now, good lieutenant?
The worse is that you give me the addition whose wanting kills me.
My death is on a well and you are sure on it. Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed?
Alas, poor Cajun.
I never knew a woman love a man so.
I think your face, she loves me.
No, do you hear? Cassio, faith the cry goes out that you shall marry her.
Prithee, speak true.
I am a villain else.
No, this is the monkey's own giving out. That she is persuaded I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise. She was here even now. She haunts me every place. The other day, I was at the sea bank, talking to certain Venetians. Thither comes the bauble, and by this hand falls me thus about the neck. So hangs, so long, weeps upon me, so hails and pulls me. I must leave her company.
Before me, here she comes.
What mean you by this haunting of me?
Let the devil and his damn haunt you. What did you mean by this same handkerchief you gave me even now? I was a fine fool to take it, and I must take out the work. A likely piece of work that you should find it in your bedchamber and not know who left it there. No, this is some minx's token. No, who? There. Take out the work. I'll take out no work on it.
How now, sweet Bianca? How now? How now?
And you'll come for supper tonight, you may, and if you will not come when you are next prepared for it.
After her.
In faith I must. She'll rail in the street else.
Will you stop there?
In faith I intend to.
No, I have any chance to see you. I'm very fain to speak with you.
Prithee come, will you?
Go to, say no more.
Did you perceive how he laughed at his vice?
How shall I murder him,
Did
Iago?
you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours. By this hand. Your wife gave it him, and he had given it his whore.
Fine woman, fair woman, a sweet woman.
Nay, you must forget that.
Aye. Let her rot and perish and be damned tonight, for she shall not live. My heart is turned to stone.
Oh, it is foul in her.
With mine officer.
That fouler!
Now all my fond love do I blow to heaven, 'tis gone. Rise, black vengeance, from thy hollow cell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and hearted throne, to tyrannous hate.
Do not rise yet. Witness, you ever-burning lights above, you elements that clip us round about. Witness that here Iago doth give up the execution of his wit, hands, heart, to wronged Othello's service. Let him command, and to obey in me shall be remorse. What bloody business ever.
I greet thy love, I will upon the instant put thee to it. Let me hear thee say within these 3 days, Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead. Let me be his undertaker, you shall hear more by midnight.
Get me some poison, Iago.
No. Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed, even the bed that she had contaminated.
Good.
the justice of it pleases. Very good. Excellent good. Now art thou my lieutenant.
I am thine own. Forever. The trumpet is that same. Something from Venice. Sure looks as Lodovico come from the Duke.
Say, you worthy general!
With all my heart, sir.
The Duke and senators of Venice greet you.
I kiss the instrument of their pleasure.
Cousin Lodovico, what's the news?
Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Live, sir.
Cousin, there's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach, but you shall make all well.
Is there division twixt my lord and Cassio?
A most unhappy one. I would do much to atone for them for the love I bear to Cassio.
Fire and brimstone.
My lord?
Are you?
What, is he angry?
Maybe the letter moved him, for as I think they do send him home, deputing Cassio in his government.
Trust me, I am glad on it.
Indeed.
My lord.
I am glad to see you.
Why, sweet Othello?
Devil!
Not deserve this.
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends, she weeps.
Devil! Devil! Out of my sight!
I will not stay to offend you.
I do beseech your lordship, call her back.
Mistress!
My lord?
You didn't wish to see her turn, so she can't turn, and turn, and turn again. Proceed you in your tears, hence a moment. I am commanded home, sir. I obey the mandate and will return to Venice. Cassio shall have my place, sir. You are welcome, sir, to Cyprus. Goats and monkeys!
Is this the noble Moor whom our full senate called all in all sufficient? Is this the nature whom passion could not shake?
He is much changed.
What? Strike his wife?
Hey, that was not so well. Yet when I knew that that stroke would prove the worst.
Is it his use, or did the letter work upon him and you create this fault?
Alas, alas, it is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall observe him, and his own courses will denote him so that I may save my speech. I say, but go after, mark how he continues.
I am sorry I am deceived in him.
You have seen nothing, then.
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you have seen Cassio and she together.
But then I saw no harm, and then I heard each syllable that was made up between them.
What, did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never, my lord.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest, lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove your thought, it does unuse your bosom. If any wretch have put this in your head, let heaven requite it with a serpent's curse.
Bid her come hither. Go!
My lord, what is your will?
Prithee, Chuck, come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Let me see your eyes. Look in my face.
What horrible fancy is this? What doth your speech import?
What are you?
Your wife, my lord, your true and loyal wife.
Come, swear it! Damn thyself! Swear thou art honest!
Heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows thou art false as hell.
To whom, my lord? With whom? How am I false?
Away.
I hope my noble lord esteems me honest.
Oh, why, as the subtle blood is all in shambles, that quicken even with the blowing. Oh, thou weed, wouldst thou had never been born?
Alas, what ignorant sin have I committed?
What committed? Impudent strumpet!
By heaven, you do me wrong.
Are you not a strumpet?
No, as I am a Christian.
What, not a whore?
No, as I shall be saved.
Is it possible?
Heaven forgive us.
I cry you mercy then. I took you for that cunning whore of Venice and married with Othello.
Madam, what's the matter with my lord? Who is thy lord? Do not talk to me, Amelia. I cannot weep. Prithee, lay on my bed my wedding sheets, remember, and call thy husband hither.
Here's a change indeed.
It is meet I should be used, so very meet. How have I been behaved that he might stick the smallest opinion on my least misuse?
What is your pleasure, madam?
Last, Iago, my lord hath called her whore.
Why did he so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
Beshrew him for it. How came this trick upon him?
I will be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogues from causing slave to get some office and not devise this slander, I'll be hanged up.
Fie, there is no such man, it is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
A halter pardon him, and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? What time? What place? What form? What likelihood? The Moor's abused by some most villainous knave.
Speak within door.
Fie upon it! Some such squire it was that turned your wit the seamy side without a maid you to suspect me with the Moor.
You are a fool. Go to.
Oh, good Iago, what shall I do to win my lord again? Oh, go to him, good friend, for by this light of heaven I know not how I lost him. Here, I kneel. If ever my will did trespass against his love, either in discourse of thought or actual deed, comfort, forswear me. Unkindness may do much, and his unkindness may defeat my life, but never taint my love.
Pray you, be content. 'Tis but his humor. The business of state does him offense, and he doth chide with you.
If it were no other.
Hark how these instruments summon to supper.
I pray you, go in, weep not. All things shall be well.
Now, Rodrigo.
I do not find that thou dealest justly with me.
What in the contrary?
Every day thou dost me with some device, Iago. And rather, as it seems to me now, keepest from me all conveniency than suppliest me with the slightest advantage of hope. I indeed will no longer endure it.
You charge me most unjustly.
With naught but truth. Your words and performances are no kin together. And the jewels that you have had from me to deliver to Desdemona would half have corrupted a votarist. You have told me she hath received them, and returned me sudden expectations and comforts of respect and acquaintance. No, but I find none.
Well, go to then. Very well.
I tell you, 'tis not very well. I shall make myself known to Desdemona. If she return me my jewels, I will give over my suit and repent my unlawful solicitation. If she does not, assure yourself I shall seek satisfaction of you.
Why, now I see there's metal in thee. And even from this instant, to build on thee a better opinion than ever before. Give me thy hand, Rodrigo. I protest I have dealt most directly in your affair.
It hath not appeared.
I grant, indeed it hath not appeared. And your suspicion is not without wit and judgment. Rodrigo, if thou hast that in me indeed, which I greater reason to believe now than ever. I mean, purpose, courage. Now, show it this night. Thou the next night after enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery.
Is it within reason and compass?
Sir, there comes a special commission from Venice deputing Cassio in Othello's place.
Why then Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice?
Oh no, he goes into Mauritania, taking away the fair Desdemona with him. Unless his abode can be lingered here by some accident, wherein none can be so determinate as the removing of Cassio.
How you mean removing of him?
Why, by making him incapable of Othello's place, knocking out his brains.
And this you would have me to do?
Well, still not amazed at it, but go along with me. I will show you such a necessity in his death that you shall think yourself bound to put it on him.
I shall hear further reason for this.
And you shall be satisfied. I do beseech your lordship, trouble yourself no further.
'Twill do me good to walk, sir.
Madam, good night.
I humbly thank your ladyship.
Your honor is most welcome.
Will you walk, sir? Desdemona.
My lord.
Get you to bed on the instant, and will be returned forthwith. Dismiss your attendant there. Look at me done.
I will, my lord.
He looks gentler than he did.
Good, Amelia. Give me my nightly wearing and adieu. You must not now displease me.
I have laid those sheets you bade me on the bed.
All's one. Good faith, how foolish are our minds. If I do die before thee, shroud me in one of those same sheets.
Come, you talk.
My mother had a maid called Barbara. She was in love, and he she loved proved mad and did forsake her. She had a song of willow. An old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune, and she died singing it. That song tonight will not go from my mind.
Shall I go fetch your nightgown?
No. Unpin me here. The hawk so sat sighing by a sycamore tree, sing on the green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee. Sing willow, willow, willow. Sing willow, 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 shall be my garland. Sing all the green willow, 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 willow. Sing all the green willow, shall be my garland. Let nobody blame him. His scorn I... Nay, that's not next. Hark, who's there that knocks?
It's the wind.
Mine eyes do itch, does that bode weeping?
'Tis neither here nor there.
I have heard it said so. Dost thou think, in good conscience, Amelia, that there be women do abuse their husbands in such gross kind? Wouldst thou do such a deed for the whole world?
Why, but not you.
No, by this heavenly light.
Nor I neither by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark.
In troth, I think thou wouldst not.
In troth, I think I should. And undo it when I had done. Mary, I would not do such a thing for petticoats, nor caps, nor gowns, nor any petty exhibition, but for the whole world. Why, who would not make her husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I should venture purgatory for it.
Beshrew me if I do such a wrong for the whole world.
Why, the wrong is but a wrong in the world, and having the world for your labor, it is a wrong in your own world, and you might quickly make it right.
I do not think there is any such woman.
Yes, a dozen. And as many to the vantage as would store the world they play for. But I do think it is their husbands' fault if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps. Or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us. Or say they strike us. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates both for sweet and sour as men have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. And is frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have we not affections, desires for sport and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well. Else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Good night. Good night. Heaven me such uses send. Not to pick bad from bad, but by bad men.
Get thee behind his bolt. Straight will he come. Where thy good rapier bears for home. Quick, quick. Fear nothing, I'll be at thy elbow.
Be near at hand. My name is Carrion.
Here at thy hand, be bold. Take thy stand.
I have no great devotion to the deed. The man given satisfying reasons. 'Tis but a man gone. Forth my sword. He dies.
Now, whether he kill Cassio, or Cassio him, or each to kill the other, every way makes my gain. Live Rodrigo, he calls me to a restitution large of gold and jewels that I have bought from him as gifts to Desdemona. It must not be. If Cassio do remain, he hath a daily beauty in his life that makes me ugly. Besides, the more may unfold me to him, there stand I in much peril no. He must die. Soft, I hear him coming!
Thrust have been mine enemy indeed, but that my code is better than thou knowest. Only proof of thine.
What are you that cry out here so grievously?
Gaga? Oh, I'm spoiled. I'm hungry, my villain.
Give me help. Lieutenant, what villains have done this? Help me here. That's one of them. Murderous slave. Oh, villain. What are you? Signor Lodovico, here's Cassio hurt by villains. Cassio, may you suspect who they should be that have thus mangled you?
No.
Alas, he faints! Cassio!
Come, give us some light. Know we this face or no? Alas, my friend and dear countryman Rodrigo. No. Yes, sure, all happens. Rodrigo! What, Venice? Please, sir, did you know him? No, I try your gentle pardon. Some good men bear him from hence. As for you, mistress, save your labor. The man who lies here slain Cassio was a dear friend. What malice was between you?
None in the world, nor do I know the man.
Well, stay you, mistress. What? Look you pale.
What's the matter, husband?
Oh, Amelia. Cassio was set on in the dark by Rodrigo and other fellows that escaped. He's nearly slain and Rodrigo is dead.
Alas, good husband! Alas, good Cassio!
This is the fruit of whoring. Prithee, Amelia, don't know of Cassio where he supped tonight. What do you shake at that?
He supped at my house, but therefore I shake not.
Oh, did he so? I charge thee to go. With me. Come, gentlemen, let us see Cassio dressed. You, mistress, you must tell us another tale. Amelia, run to the citadel. Tell my lord and lady when it's apt. This is the night that either makes me or foredoes me quite.
is the cause. It is the cause of my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste star. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow. Yet she must die, or she'll betray more men. Put out the light, and then put out the light. If I do quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can thy former light restore, should I repent you. Balmy breath that dost almost persuade justice to break her sword. One more. One more. Be thus when thou art dead, and I will kill thee and love thee after. One more, and this the last. So sweet was ne'er so fatal. I must weep, but they are cruel tears. This sorrow's heavenly. It strikes where it doth blow.
Who's there, Othello?
I, Desdemona.
Will you come to bed, my lord?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
Aye, my lord.
You that think you have any crime. Unsolicited straight. To heaven or to grace. Select it for its strength.
Alas, my lord, what do you mean by that?
Do so in brief. I will walk by. I would not kill thy unprepared spirit. Nay, heaven forfend, I would not kill thy soul.
Talk you of killing?
Aye, I do.
Then heaven have mercy on me.
Amen, with all my heart.
If you say so, I hope you will not kill me.
Think on thy sins.
They are loves I bear to you.
Aye, and for that thou diest.
That death's unnatural that kills, for loving some bloody passion shakes your very frame.
Peace and be still.
So I will, sir. What's the matter?
That handkerchief which I so loved and gave thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
No, by my life and soul, send for the man and ask him.
Sweet soul, take heed. Take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
I but not yet to die.
Yes, presently, therefore, confess thee freely of thy sin.
Then Lord, have mercy on me.
I say.
And have you mercy too. I never did offend you in my life. Never loved Cassio, but with such general warranty of heaven as I might love. Never gave him token.
I saw my handkerchief in his hand.
He found it then. Send for the man. Let him confess the truth.
He hath confessed it.
What, my lord?
That he hath used thee.
He will not say so.
No. His mouth is stopped. Honest he ever had paid order for it.
Is he dead?
Had all his hairs been lives, my great revenge had stomach for them all.
Alas, he is betrayed and I undone.
Oh, strumpet! Weep thou for him to my face!
Banish me, my lord, but kill me not.
Down, strumpet!
Kill me tomorrow, let me live tonight.
Nay, if you strumpet!
But half an hour.
Speak down, there is no
But when I say one prayer!
It is too late.
My lord! My lord! My lord! My lord!
What, not dead? Not yet quite dead. I would not have thee suffer. So. Yes, who's there? It is Amelia. Come in. She'll speak to my wife. My wife? What wife? I have no wife. Go and support her. I'll hear thee out.
I do beseech you that I may speak a word with you, good my lord.
Yes, Amelia, yes. Come in. What is the matter with thee now?
My lord, now there's foul murders done.
What, now?
Cassio, my lord, has killed a young Venetian called Rodrigo.
Rodrigo killed and Cassio killed.
No, Cassio's not killed.
Cassio's not. It's sweet revenge was worse than murders out of two.
Oh, falsely murdered.
Help! Help! Oh, the lady speak again. Sweet Testament. Desdemona, sweet mistress, speak. A guiltless death I die. Who hath done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Commend me to my kind lord. Farewell.
Why, how should she be murdered?
Was I that killed her? She turned to folly, and she was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, and thou art a devil.
She was false as water.
Thou art rash as fire to say that she was false. She was heavenly true.
Cassio did top her. Ask thy husband else.
I must report the truth.
Thy husband knew it all.
My husband,
Thy husband.
that she was false to wedlock.
Ah, with Cassio.
My husband,
Was he that told me first? An honest man he is, a hateful swine that sticks on filthy deeds.
my husband.
I say that, thou husband, dost thou understand the word?
If he say so, may his pernicious soul rot half a grain a day. He lies to the heart. She was too fond of her most filthy bargain. To thy worst, this deed of thine is no more worthy heaven than thou wast worthy her.
These were best.
Thou hast not half that power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. I'll make thee known, though I lost 20 lives. Help! Help thou! The Moor hath killed my mistress! Murder! Murder!
What's the matter? How now, General?
Are you coming, Iago? You have done well that men must lay their murders on your neck.
What is the matter?
Prove this villain thou beest a man. Besides, thou toldst him that his wife was false. I know thou didst not. Thou art not such a villain. Speak.
I told him what I thought, and told him no more than what he found was both apt and true.
You told a lie. An odious, damned lie. She false with Cassio. Did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress, don't you charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. My mistress here lies murdered in her bed.
It's profane.
And your reports have set the murder on.
Nay, stare not, master, 'tis true indeed.
Oh, monstrous act.
Villainy. Villainy. Villainy.
Are you mad? Be wise and get you home.
I will not.
Oh.
Nay.
Oh.
Nay, lay thee down and roar. For thou hast killed the sweetest innocent that e'er did lift up eye.
Iago knows that she, with Cassio, hath an act of shame 1,000 times committed. Cassio has confessed it, and she did gratify his amorous worship with a handkerchief, an antique token my father gave my mother, which I gave her.
Oh God. Oh heavenly God.
Coons, hold your peace.
Will out. Will out. I peace no, I will speak. Let heaven, men, and devils cry shame against me, yet I'll speak. Oh, thou dull Moor. That handkerchief thou talk'st of, I found by fortune, and did give it my husband, for often with a solemn earnestness, more than indeed belonged to such a trifle, he begged of me to steal it.
Filth, thou liest.
Ow! She give it Cassio. No. No, alas, I found denied to give it my husband.
Are there no stones in heaven but those that serve for the thunder? Precious villain!
Take you that weapon, Mr. Derby, coming from the wall. Cut! Guard the door without. Let him not pass, but kill him rather. I'll after that same villain, for 'tis a damned slave.
Lay me by my mistress's side. What did thy song boast, lady? Hark. Canst thou hear me?
I will play the swan and die in music.
A poor soul sad sighing. I see the moon tree. Sing all a green willow. Willow, 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 shall be
Where's that piper? Bring the villain forth!
I looked down at his feet, but that's a fable. If that thou beest a devil, I cannot kill thee.
Yeah.
I plead, sir, but I'm not killed.
I am not sorry neither. I'd have thee live, for in my sense, his happiness to die.
This wretch had part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent to Cassio's death?
General, I never gave you cause.
How came you by that handkerchief that was my wife's?
I found it in my chamber. He himself confessed, but even now, that there he dropped it, some special purpose which brought to his desire.
I do believe it, and ask your pardon. Will you, I pray, demand this demi-devil why he hath thus ensnared my soul and body?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, I never will speak word.
You must forsake this room and go with us. Your command and power are taken up, and Cassio rules in Cyprus. Come, bring him away.
Soft you! A word or two before you go. I have done the state some service, and they know it. No more of that. When you shall these unlucky deeds relate, speak of me as I am, nothing extenuate, nor set down aught in malice. Then must you speak of one that loved, not wisely, but too well, of one not easily jealous, but being perplexed, wrought in the extreme. And set you down this as well, and say that in Aleppo once, where a malignant and a turbaned Turk beat up a Venetian and traduced the state, I took by the throat the circumcised dog and smote him back. Oh! I kissed thee or I killed thee. No way but this. Killing myself. Thy own kiss.
Oh, thou Spartan dog! Look at the tragic loading of this bed. This is thy work. To you, Lord Governor, remains the censure of this hellish villain. The time, the place, the torture, oh, enforce it. Myself will strain abroad to the states this heavy act with heavy heart relate.
Ludovico, keep the house and seize upon the fortunes of the Moor, for they fall upon thee. This tale being done, she gave him, for his pains, a world of kisses. She swore a faith was strange, was passing strange. It was pitiful, it was wondrous pitiful. She wished she had not heard it, yet she wished that heaven had made her such a man.